My name is Leonard Thomas. I was born in the Republic of Cuba, a little town called Palmarito, which is on the east side of Cuba. I went to the Stoller Park School, elementary school, after arriving in Jamaica from Cuba. I was born, I used to cry a lot. And in the village where we live in Jamaica, there's a place called Buff Bay. They always say that whenever the babies are crying, they send for Mother Hossack. Now Mother Hossack, she was a woman, she had one arm. The other arm is like a stump, you know. And you used to wave it in your face and they used to scare the devil out of me, you know, that used to scare me. So whenever I started crying, my mother says she's going to send for Mother Hossack. And when Mother Hossack comes down and she waved that thump in my face, oh gosh, it's the worst thing could ever happen to me. You know. The person who really actually changed my life is my auntie's husband, Mr. Roper. He was a very brilliant person. He studied a lot. He could be a professor. He knew so much. He was like a next encyclopedia. You could ask him anything and you'd give it the answer. I can see him sitting down in the corner of the room with his pipe, and you ask him an answer and he start puffing away the pipe, you know. And then he comes up with the right answer. You know, he could advise me on anything. And I'd listen to him, you know. Yes, it really changed my life. And funny enough, he was only a carpenter. But he was learned, a very learned man. He read a lot. He was very smart, you know. That's the man that really changed my life. After leaving school, I went to a college, but my father died and I had to go to work, so I eventually ended up working at the lawyer's office. I became an auditor clerk. The worst time of my life was when, first of all, my father died. My father died. My mother died. That was the worst time. Especially when my mother died. That was the worst time of my life. Eventually, during the war, I left Jamaica, the island of Jamaica, and went to England, the Royal Air Force. I didn't see any action in the Air Force. Fortunately, I was stationed at quiet zones where they weren't in the fighting, were more or less crew maintenance and this sort of thing. I gave religion as a whole. But what brought me back, I had an accident when I was in England, the Air Force. And I was the only person on the camp because during the holiday time, everybody had left for the holidays. And I was left alone with God. And I prayed to Him. And He took me back by the hand and told me and led me back to the altar, so to speak. And from then I became more conscious of God. And during that time, I went to different colleges. I went to the Birmingham School of Technology, where I did my exams, different exams. And I stayed in England for so many years, working as a laborer, because I could never aspire to anything better, because at that time it wasn't popular for black people to become successful. Well, you know, the best time of my life was, I would say, When I became a man, it was like a new window of life, open to me. When I suddenly I realized I became a man. And that was at the age 21, 22, something like that. I had all responsibilities of myself because I came out the Air Force and I had to live on my own. But I felt so responsible, myself. I took hold of myself. I got married. I met my wife in England from Barbados. She was from Barbados. Got married. And then I decided to immigrate to the United States of America. It wasn't to my liking because it was such a different atmosphere. People didn't have time, didn't have that time as people did then. People were so busy pursuing your own desires and whatever. They didn't have time for the ordinary person. I became successful in my job. The pay was good, and I did very well. I'm retired now. I'm enjoying the fruit of my labor. I believe so very much. Put it this way, I'm devoutly religious when it comes to Christ and God. And I've seen so many wonders that Christ has performed. And so many good things that God has done for me in life. He has saved me, has kept me through illness, various illness, sickness, and brought me back. I was very ill at one time. In the latter part of my life, I became very ill. I suffered 2 strokes or 3 strokes. I had gout, I had prostate cancer, I had bleeding ulcer in my stomach, and I had cancer of the colon. And with all that I went through, I know God was on my side because I know my family prayed for me, people prayed for me, friends prayed for me to recover. And I certainly did. Just to believe and trust God. I think that's the ultimate. I think that's the way to go, I would do the same thing over again if I had a chance, but with a difference. I first of all, I regret my trust in certain people. Some people that I put my trust in, I regret doing that because unfortunately those people, they tried to, they showed me the good side of life, and then on the other hand, they showed me the bad part as well. They disappointed me, That's just one disappointment I have in certain people. I would never do that again if I had a chance, Generally, I wouldn't change the pattern of my life, I'm glad for the experience that I've had through life. It has taught me to be a man, to be strong. I've been through all sorts of problems, and it has made me strong. And I'm happy for that. I want to be remembered for the goodness that I've done to people, the goodness I've done to anybody, kindness, the happiness I've brought to them. That is what I want to be remembered for. And I'm happy to say that know that with all those problems I went through life, I came through life like a champion. And I know God was on my side.
Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far.